Hey guys, Money Mike's here back with another video. Welcome to everyone that's new here. I'll give you a little bit of time as we jump in on live. It's been a crazy one in the markets. I don't know if any of you have been trading or looking at the price action. It's been very strange. We have a lot of stuff going on because of China and the ban. Now, China's ban, guys, I mean, for those of you who are worried about it, I will do another video as to exactly what it means for crypto. But right now, we're in a very interesting time when we're coming into the last quarter of the year. Money is shifting hands, guys. And if you follow the FUD, you will get left behind when the bullish runs happen. I'm making sure I load up my bags no matter what. Now, I'm just going to show you, like, I'm in a few trades. Okay, I'm on the Forex side. I'm in USD CHF at the moment long. But if you just look at the sheer amount of noise on the price action on the dollar, it's actually really crazy. Now, these positions, I've been in them for a while. Okay, they're very well planned out. Okay, I took off my stop loss for a moment, which is very rare for me to do. Okay, and there are background risk protocols. I'm not just in here with no stop loss, literally, but just for the moment of volatility that we're seeing across the markets is absolutely ridiculous. Some of the price action that we're seeing, we haven't seen this for many years. And to me, this price action is reminiscent of when before the market starts to crash. Now, the dollar is going to go through an interesting strengthening very soon that I think all of you should be prepared for and aware of. At the moment the price is making its way, I'm in good profit. Now, this is the profit from my account. Remember when you guys saw me last week, I doubled the account, withdrew the profit, put it back into crypto. So really right now in the markets, these opportunities is really for me, I would say to you, and I won't change my mind, cash is a liability. Every single year, without fail, cash, money, fiat currency specifically devalues every year simply because they print more of it out of thin air every single year. And so the supply increases, which causes inflationary effects and also causes your wealth to devalue. For me, I've made my decision. I'm holding my family generational wealth in crypto and specifically in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the only liquid asset on this earth which will allow you to have the opportunity to profit from no matter the situation. It's a deflationary asset by nature. It's algorithmically engineered that way. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin. No central bank can print it. No government can forge it. And is the most secure cryptocurrency in the history of mankind so far. Okay, Bitcoin as a crypto has some of the most amazing benefits that you could ever imagine. And as fiat currency in the world, comes to a standstill, I definitely would say to you that you definitely want to have for me personally, a lot of my wealth will be in Bitcoin. I would, of course, own real estate and things like that, but things like I'm not saying not to. Now, when I say this, before I do the analysis, don't take it like I'm just saying, okay, sell everything you own and get Bitcoin. No. But what I am saying is that every other asset that we do call an asset, okay, has some sort of either a censorship over it potentially, or there's some sort of trust you need to basically have in the system in a sense. And let me explain. For example, real estate, if you do own real estate, you have to trust indirectly the governor to make sure that in the time of crisis, they don't take their land, because even though you own the property, in essence, if you have a piece of land, the state or the government could take it away from you, whether by physical military force or by legal force, if they needed it for any purpose. Okay, so this is one of the things that are very poignant when it comes to real estate, and gold is a great asset. Okay, the only issue is that it's not very liquid. It's not very easy it's not very divisible. I mean, of course, you can melt gold and stuff, but it's very difficult to be divisible. It has a difficulty of carrying across places. And this is why fiat currency was created in the first place, because it was used as a representation. Well, before the gold dollar system was broken down by President Nixon, the dollar was our movement, our flow of how we represented value based on gold. But we have something that's even better, which is the digital age of money, something that's fast, is fluid, almost instant payment, the most secure. Okay, and listen to this very carefully. It's the only asset, okay, in the form of an asset class as a store of value, which cannot be confiscated. There's no government in the world who can confiscate it. Okay. There's so many powerful things about Bitcoin, but I won't try to labor on the point too much. Let's look at the market. But these are my trades I'm in, just to update you guys. I'm in gold short as well. And yeah, it's been a shaky one in the market. The price has been doing very strange things. There's a lot of market noise, which means we're about to see a very crazy drop in the price. I mean, I'm in the pound short as well. Just to show you guys, I'm in the pound short here. I had to, on the funded account, I had to basically be in a drawdown of 120 pips, which is the first time ever in my life I've had to do that. But I forgot about the entry that needed to happen here before the price dropped. So again, it's been an interesting one in the markets. Let's look at crypto now. I think I labored the point enough. Let's see what the markets are saying. So Bitcoin, guys, I told you the price would go short, guys, because this is where we are in terms of price action. I do believe that Bitcoin isn't done going for a short, and that there is still selling opportunity going on, which means there's still discount opportunity for this amazing asset called Bitcoin and most other cryptocurrencies. Now, yesterday, when we were having our discussions, if you remember carefully, I did say that there is the opportunity for us to see cheaper prices across the board. And what a better time to do it in the midst of what's going on with Bitcoin and FUD and, just a whole load of stuff. But for me personally, I'm not selling my cryptos no matter what value they go to. I'd rather buy more. But just to recap on this price action, if you're not too sure what these lines mean, but we had a reversal signature here, a break of the market structure. We had a return back into this order block, and the price should be going long. But on the reverse, the price also gave us another reversal signature for a short. And we had the return here. And specifically, this white area is the 30-minute order block, which we discussed. So your entry should have been here, stop loss above, money's down here. Now, what are we doing right now? What is the situation right now? Well, currently the dollar is having another form of artificial strengthening in the form of a taper coming along very soon, which means the dollar is going to gain strength in the short to midterm, okay? Now, for Bitcoin, if you have any asset that is denominated in the US dollar, you should be seeing a short. Now, Bitcoin already has fundamental warfare, if you want to put it that way, going on with it. But then on top of that, we have this dollar strengthening. So I'm not surprised if the price drops beneath this area. Now, at the moment, we're at 41.2K for Bitcoin. As I said to you guys, if you want to assess where the price is most likely going to go, if the body of this candle is broken, so if we have an hourly body close beneath this zone, then we will be continuing shorts. And the next available short, guys, for Bitcoin is quite far down. There are market inefficiencies on Bitcoin, even back down to 29 and 28. And so for me personally, I expect the price to even drop down to 20. And there are liquidity gaps on Bitcoin all the way back down even to 9. So there is a chance that we might get a very deep discount on across the board when it comes to crypto. So be ready for that. I will be making adjustments where is necessary in terms of the price action, but this is where we are with Bitcoin. And so if I was to say anything to you, don't move yet. It doesn't mean go and sell everything, because as we spoke about yesterday, during the period of time where Bitcoin saw that massive drop in price from April until June the 1st, Matic did 923% gain, whilst Bitcoin lost about 50% of its value from the highest price point. So not every cryptocurrency falls under the weight or escape velocity of Bitcoin's network effect on the price. So just because the price is selling off on Bitcoin doesn't mean, okay, I'm going to sell all my assets and point to USDT. Doesn't work like that, okay? Rather, what you want to do is just create a scenario where you're able to be liquid and move in and out where necessary, okay? If there's an obvious 90% drop, for example, coming out on Bitcoin and on crypto, then yes, I would move my money into USDT personally. And when that drop happens, I'm just going to take that same money. I'm not going to withdraw and go and point to fiat, because that's another, not to be rude, but it's not the most useful store of value. Okay, so what I will do is put it back into the system, but just be able to get more crypto for less. That's all. And I want you guys to see it as the same. So, moving forward, I'm expecting to see, the price make its way down. And for me, I wish I kind of held on to my position, but I'll be honest. I saw the price do this movement here. And when it came back around about here, I took an entry. Now, I think I've got the entry mapped out. Let me just double check something here. So I'll be honest with you, it kind of phased me out because I was a bit worried. So I had an entry on Bitcoin at 43K, 43,641. So around about here. This was my entry, and the price kind of blew past my entry, but I forgot about this zone. Now, if any of you know how to trade on Hugo's Way, then you know that the risk is a bit high. Now, because I was in profit, so if I put this here, I mean, my stop loss was about £50, so half of the account. Well, the account wasn't £100 because I took out more. So it was a bit of a risky one, you know. And then when I saw the price getting close to my entry, I kind of just closed out, but I forgot about it. I just thought, you know what, maybe the price is going to go for a long. And, you know, the price spiked here and then the rest is history. So if I did stay in right now, I'd have been sitting on an extra 177. And I also, let me show you guys. I also was in Ethereum as well, short. Now Ethereum got at broke even, but I tried to stay in a bit more. But the volatility from yesterday and what we're even seeing now kind of freaked me out. I'll be honest. I knew the price was going to go short. It gave the reversal signature I needed, but I was just still a bit, you know, if you guys can see the arrows here, I still was a little bit like, I don't know, should I? So I just got out, and then after the price spiked up here, and then the rest is history. So I got in up to Bitcoin short at $3,094. So $3,094 with the risk management tool. Here we go. $3,094, just about. That would have been a 210. So altogether, I would have made a cool 400 extra. But, you know, fear got me, you know, out of the game. But I'll be real with you. The reason why I got out of this pair especially is because whenever you trade Ethereum or Bitcoin on here, there is quite a high spread, and it may look small. It's just that Bitcoin has and Ethereum has a high number of pips. It's just hard to tell. With Forex, the scale is a lot smaller, but with crypto, you know, we're looking at scales of orders of magnitude, at least about 20 times more. All right. So this is why I just kind of stuck to Forex for now. And if Bitcoin does do the drop that I'm looking for, I would be comfortable to drop a sell on there, but the price really has to show me its hands. I'm seeing a 30-minute zone that probably would be the best point to target, which is right here. This kind of area right here that the price is dealing with is what I'm looking for. So if you want to take a Bitcoin short trade, all right, I'll give you guys the TLDR if you want to say it that way. So this small 30-minute zone, you can see that price is held in here in terms of demand. So when the body of the candle closes beneath here, which is happening in just a moment, that would be a ticket for a re-entry on the pullback. Now, I know it's earlier than the H1 break, but really, if the price is going to be breaking past areas of that sort, I do expect the price to really confirm a continuance short from what I can see. Okay. I mean, the market order book is towards the bearish side for a while, which means deeper discounts. Look, I believe God is giving you a chance to get some Bitcoin before Bitcoin becomes 1 million a coin. And I keep saying this, and I agree with many others. Bitcoin being 1 million and even 12 million a coin, you know, if you factor in inflation, okay, is not even, I would say personally, I'm not being rude, it's not even up for debate, because Bitcoin as an asset, okay, the way that the system is engineered for Bitcoin is that it will be a lifesaver. Just I'm trying my best not to go into a teaching mode and stick to trading, but just trust me on it, guys. I mean, do your own research, but still, I know what I see with Bitcoin, and I know where my wealth is going to be locked for the future. So yeah, on the 30-minute zone, a break beneath here and a return here would be a very simple entry. In terms of stop loss, this is the question. Now, the stop loss that I can see working would be here. We have a demand zone that the price used to go long from. We've had a return in the short. So if the price was to go for a short here, then I would put my stop loss here. Now, taking that trade, there is some risk, and it's around £50 risk already. Now on this account size, this is why I don't want to trade Bitcoin, and I'll show you what I do when I see Bitcoin given a short. I just look for the most correlated pair to Bitcoin's activity and trade that instead. Because on Hugo's Way, you can trade quite a few things. So for example, Solana's on its way down, as I said it would. So I told you I'm not buying any right now because I know the market is going to continue shorting. So for me, Cardano is a great one, and I love the price action of Cardano at the moment. But you know what, before we go to what I will trade, let's have a look at Cardano. So Cardano, guys, the market inefficiencies that are even back down. Now there's a liquidity gap on Cardano at $1.60. So for me, I'm not buying any Cardano, no matter how beautiful of a project it is. And yes, I know dollar cost averaging is good, but this is why the advantage of a trader comes in. If you're just an investor, where you read into a project and see the value of it, but you don't have any technical analysis skills, you're always going to probably buy in at the wrong time, okay? Because you want to understand, technical analysis gives you the mind of what institutions are thinking, how money is moving in the markets. If you don't have those, around you to be able to work out what you're doing, it's going to be quite difficult to get the best entries or get the best price point. It's not good enough just to hear the project early on. You need to know what the mind of the market is. And this is why I love that I'm a technical trader, because a lot of people are telling me, you're crazy, it's never going to go back down to $2, but here we are. Okay, people are saying that it's going to go to $5. Here we are. But I'm not saying that to be boastful, but it's just the truth, guys. When it comes to the markets and how price action behaves, there are things that in the market order book that there's no amount of fundamental news that can override these things, okay? Because if there's not enough money in the system, no matter how much a fundamental piece of news might support a claim or something, nothing's going to happen. Nothing at all, okay? So price-wise anyway. So this is why I would say, for me, if I was to dollar cost average, the first bounce would be back into this order block here at $1.82. That's my first buying point. Second, I'll be looking to get into Cardano. Really, the order flow direction of the market order book starts back down at below $1. And I know the price is going to get there, which gives me the feeling that Bitcoin is going to take a bit of a dive, which is cool. All right. But as you can see here, I have 0.67 marked out as where I believe Cardano is going to be. And I have some cryptos that I'm holding at the moment. If I find that those cryptos are going to devalue too much, I'm just going to put them in USDT. It doesn't mean I'm going to, not sell, but I just would stay in USDT for the moment. Okay. So keep your eyes peeled. All right. Especially with Cardano. For me as a project, I believe it has so much potential, to do an amazing things. It's just that the only issue with Cardano at the moment is that the smart contracts, although they've been built on there, they haven't been tested. And because of the nature of how, Cardano's blockchain is, the speed, basically the blockchain trilemma that they're trying to solve, there needs to be more testing done before, there's even a beta test, if you want to put it that way, where people can actually use the system, because we don't want any crashes, and every blockchain can crash, but, we want things to go well for Cardano. Now, there are a few Cardano projects that I want to go through later on, but I'll make another video for it. So if you wanted to make a good entry level for Cardano, it's pulling up right now. So in the H1 here, I saw this earlier on, we have a H1 demand zone. Let's put this here. Here's a H1 demand zone here. I'm looking for a break and a return back on the other side. From there, I'll be looking for the short. Very simple short right here. That movement that was seen right here, I'm expecting the price to give us an entry short that should last until, let's put this here, should last until $1.08. I mean, that's about 285 pips, not so bad. Okay. Now the market is moving at a very fast pace, so I think I'm going to quickly switch hands and just check something, a few others. Now, Doge, you guys already know what I'm about to say. Doge is a sell. I mean, I would literally put a stop. Now, okay, I wouldn't literally, but I would literally want to put a stop loss of nothing on Doge, and I can guarantee you that this thing is going to go back down beneath 10 cents. It is going to be going back here, and we might be in the correct market conditions for that. Because at the end of the day, as we look at the candlesticks now, again, observe the candlesticks of Doge since July. The bodies of the candles have been really small. We have pockets here of bullish action and bearish action. But if you notice, most of the candlesticks, since the price made this all-time high back over here, the candlesticks from June into July, especially, even in the reversal period, now the famous 20th reversal period for all cryptos, Doge had a very weak, reversal. It went from 20 back up to 35. But just notice that the candlesticks are very small. There are pockets of buying and pockets of selling, which I believe is where whales activity. But aside from that, you can see that there's nothing really cushioning the price. Dogecoin is one of those coins that doesn't have institutional backing in the same regards as a project like Solana because it's economically unfavorable. It's already a monopoly before they even have a chance to possibly monopolize it because every institution tries to do so at least, or even just for the simple, or the more moral companies for more ethical, moral, fair, free market. We don't have that. So for me, if Bitcoin starts to fall flat, which I do think is going to happen before the next rise, then I would say that Doge is going to definitely nosedive beneath 10 cents. So I'm actually looking for a short on Doge. It's taken a lot longer for it to happen, but nonetheless, I do see the Doge short coming very soon. All right. And as soon as that does happen, guys, be ready. Be ready. All right. Polkadot still moving short. Now, some cryptos are not moving as strongly short. There's a lot of support for the price in the sense that I don't mean support and resistance. I mean price support as in liquidity, supporting, some of the crashes that are happening or the shorting that's happening, which is part of the game. But DOT at the moment, in terms of the chart, it wouldn't be my favorite to trade. So I'm scanning through. Let's have a look and see. Ethereum Classic is another one, which is there was a brilliant entry that I missed already. But we'll find out for him. We'll find out for him. All right. Now, I hope you guys believe me when I said what I said about Bitcoin. Now, if I go back to the daily chart just for a moment, if you guys remember, I just remembered right now, just looking through the charts as we're looking for stuff. And if you guys have suggestions, you can throw them out. Look at the price action here. I told you, as soon as the body of the candle closes beneath this area of supply again, no matter what the news is, no matter what great news any YouTuber says, the liquidity in the market, the what moves the market long or short is letting us know that we've dropped back into areas of supply that were similar to what we had during this market pullback or the crash, as some people call it. So this is why you have to be prepared always. And technical analysis will tell you what the news will tell you too late in essence. All right, let's have a look at Litecoin. Now, Litecoin is interesting because if anything was to do a heavy short, I think Litecoin would. I definitely think Litecoin would. We could get a Litecoin that is, let's see, back down to 86. Now, I still have it here, actually. Sorry, 86. So between this range here, which is where I believe Litecoin is going. And because, as I said last time, the price had to close above this weekly area for us to be able to look for a sell or, look for a buy continuation. We haven't had that. So this market is gently dropping. Let's continue. Have a look at Luna. So Luna's hit my target. Now I closed Luna. I had an entry here. The price actually reversed one more time and then hit the target. My target really actually is down here. Looks like it's going to continue. Let's have a look at Neo. I think they're all looking the same, guys. So for me, it makes more sense to just find the best. Now, XRP probably is what I will be trading because I love the movements of XRP. When it goes long, it really goes long. And when it goes short, it really goes short. So I think I would want to take a bite into XRP instead. Okay, so let's have a look here. All right. All right, so here we go. I think I'm going to stick to XRP for trading now. Why did I say XRP would be going short? So with XRP, the SEC delay doesn't help the price action at all. It's a fantastic project and it has such a great ecosystem already. But in terms of price point, it's not really doing that great simply because we have this overarching fundamental, which is the SEC fight that we have. So because the SEC has picked a fight with Ripple, even when the price is shorting, it's quite strongly seen that the market wants to, continue that way when it's a short, and when it's a long, it doesn't really hold that well. For example, here we had this spike on the price here where Ripple for a moment spiked from the low of the day, which was just over $1, $1.03, all the way up to $1.24 in a flash of an eye. but it was pushed straight back down again because of the level of supply. And I said to you guys that order books don't lie. At the moment, there is a liquidity gap, the last one on Ripple, or the last foreseeable one. Now, in IC markets, there's a liquidity gap at 0.002 cents, which to me is a shocker. But I would say, I don't know if that gap is probably just a price feed gap because I haven't seen it anywhere else. But there is a liquidity gap on Ripple at 33 cents. And to me, my suggestion is we look for, how can I put this? We look for a short, but in terms of market order books, but for me personally, I'm keeping my eye on that 33-cent mark. And it wouldn't surprise me if the price went there, because that would be part of, the theory of what I call the great shakeout, which is to just scare everybody out of the market before the massive moves come along. This is reminiscent of 2017. The market looked like it was doing nothing. December, literally, Cardano's first pump. Okay, I'm see if I can find it for you today. Cardano's first pump. See if I've got it here. ADA, USDT. Let's see if I can grab it on Binance. Is it here? All right, here we go. So April 2018. Let's see. Now, Cardano, I remember in December of 2017, we can pull up the price in another way, but Cardano in 2017, December, I remember because I didn't buy it. I just saw it and I thought, oh, that sounds like a nice project, but I didn't think about anything. Cardano was 0.003 cents. By January the 4th, so in essence, in about 2 weeks, it went from 0.003 cents to $1, just over $1. In a matter of 2 weeks. Now, in terms of X's, that's like 35 times your money. And I remember I was so cut in my heart, like I should buy now, but I thought, you know what, the price is, I kind of glad I didn't do it, but the price was so high, I thought, okay, maybe this is a bad time to buy. Just my trading instinct, if you want to call it, kicked in, like, maybe that's not the greatest idea right now. But even then, I mean, it doesn't take a lot, guys, for the price to start making some serious moves. So my suggestion is, even though, okay, it's not the best time right now to want to, miss out on something because of the price dropping, and it's not also nice for you to see the price dropping. Imagine if you just bought freshly into some crypto and then the price drops 20%. It's not really fun, and I understand that, but this is the part of investing where I would say you need to step from being beyond an investor and be a trader, because in order for you to be a good trader, you need to have psychology there. You need to have the correct psychology. And if you don't, this is why you get stuck. So let's just have a quick final round on Ripple. So Ripple had this flip zone here. We had a reversal signature right over here. Now the market algorithm is denoting to this low right here, which is where the price had the next major reversal signature also. And since we have a validation of the price action from this levels here, I would say that the sell should continue down to about 68 cents at first. That's the next target for me, 68. All right, now the price is moving a bit slow, but it looks like we're going to have what I call a 10 o'clocker, which is when the new market day starts, which is 10 o'clock GMT tonight for us in the UK. The market may just do a quick spur for a short without any prior warning. Now, if we dig into the price action here a bit more deeply, when you go to the H1 here, we can see we had the price use this area of demand at the beginning of the Asian session for us. The price has pushed into this area of supply. We've had a response from the price at this algorithmic level. Price has broken beneath, returned once, twice. We've had the third return, and now the price has validated the continuation and will go in short. Now, for if any reason at all, the market was to do this and give us one more return, this would be my sell. So we've kind of mapped it out here. If you want to get a sell on Ripple, look for an entry on the return here as a first course of action. And then from here, guys, we'll be looking for 68 cents, which, I mean, I'm only going to put a small lot size on here. Now, this movement here is actually stellar. I like the way the price moved. No pun intended. I don't mean stellar. I know stellar is related to Ripple, but I mean as in it's a stellar entry. And I like the way the price action has shown itself so far. So I'm going to keep my eyes on this Ripple, and I say you do the same. I'm finding it hard to go and tell you to go and just, sell everything. Or I don't want to do that because this doesn't constitute to financial advice, number one. And number two, this is not the moment to be panicking, but to have diamond hands, as we say, and hold for the long run. So this is my entry for Ripple. All right, I would say look for an entry of that nature, guys. And let's see what the market order book gives us. When the bearish side of the market taps out, then after we can start to make movements for the long. But I think we're going to have a great October, November, December, and it's going to be great. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you ever have any questions, you know what to do. Just give me a shout, and I'll catch you